Hey guys, welcome back to Doggy Quick Tips. Today I'm just going to offer a couple of really quick, superficial winter dog care tips. Well, many people across the United States, they're already feeling the effects of winter weather, so I apologize if this is getting out late, but sometimes down here in North Carolina, we get a little sidetracked with what winter is and isn't. You would think, coming from Jersey, I would know better, so I apologize for getting this out. It's already December. Anyway, let's jump right in, and some of these to me seem like common sense, but for whatever reason, people still make some silly mistakes with their dogs when the wintertime comes. So let's start with the real easy, what I consider no-brainer, common sense type things. Don't leave your dog outside in the cold, especially unsupervised. And I'm not even going to get into dogs living outside because that's a whole nother topic of conversation. But for the purpose of winter dog care type of stuff, don't leave your dog outside for extended periods of time. Now granted, some breeds, they love being out in the snow, and I get that, and I'm all for it. Have a blast, be out there with them, playing in the snow, whatever the case may be. But more often than not, I see dogs being left outside too long. So just be cognizant of that, understand the breed that you have, understand your dog. Each dog responds differently to different weather. When in doubt, don't leave your dog outside too long, bring her or him inside where it's warm. Walking and exercising your dog in winter months and the cold weather can actually be a lot more harmful than in the summer months, so be careful of increased exertion or exercise in cold weather. And be careful with dehydration. Dehydration can occur in cold weather months. Make sure your dog has plenty of fresh drinking water. Make sure, especially if, again, I hate that dogs are outside, but if you happen to keep a dog outside, make sure that water bowl is not freezing over. Make sure there is flowing, accessible, drinkable water for your dog. And if you're going to be walking your dog or keeping your dog outside for extended periods of time when it's cold out, put a doggy jacket on. Well, put it on the dog, not you. There are dog jackets and dog clothing for dogs of all sizes, so please get your dog a dog coat, especially for this cold weather. And protect those paw pads, especially on walks. They sell those little booties. You can get the real fancy ones, that you can slip on your dog's paws. They have the balloon material ones that you could put on your dog's paws as well to protect your paws. One of my favorites is to use paw wax. I use Musher's Secret a lot, not just for the cold months, but also for warmer months, or if my dogs are going to be traversing over rough terrain, I'll put the paw wax on their paws before and after a hike. In the cold, winter and cold weather months, I'll put the paw wax on. It does protect them a little bit from the salt and the ice, not as much as doggy boots, but it does offer a protective layer. More importantly, putting that wax on after they come inside, make sure you keep those paw pads nice and conditioned. And the paw wax, like the Musher's Secret, and I use Musher's Secret, but there's tons of them out there. Also put it on your dog's nose. That's another good safety winter tip. Obviously, it's to avoid that cracking that can happen. When dogs are outside in the winter, they're constantly licking, their nose is getting moist, and then it gets cold, and then it gets dry, and then it cracks, and so on. And with feeding dogs in winter months, remember, some dogs require an uptick in food and calorie consumption. So keep an eye on your dog's weight during the winter months. Dogs, and I had a video a while ago. One video was my dog is too fat. The other one, my dog is too skinny. And I'll throw a link somewhere up there of that other video. And dogs, they tend to require less food in warmer summer months, and they require a higher caloric intake in the winter or colder months. Their bodies naturally speed up. Their metabolisms can obviously be stimulated in the cold winter months. So keep an eye on your dog's weight. You may have to increase food during winter months. And be aware of your dog's age, especially if your dog's approaching, its geriatric years. You may have had this dog your whole life and it's never been an issue, but now your dog is creeping up 8, 9, 10 years old. She or he may not be as equipped to handle winter cold months like she or he previously did in younger years, so just be aware of that. And one of the scariest things that we have to be careful of, especially when we're walking our dogs antifreeze that might have, dripped out of a car or something. Be careful what your dog is ingesting. That antifreeze has that sweet scent to it, and for whatever reason dogs are attracted to it. Please be careful. I mean, you shouldn't let your dogs pick up stuff off the street anyway, but especially in the winter months where cars are leaking antifreeze or people are filling their cars up with the antifreeze, they might spill some. Be careful. I think we all know how toxic antifreeze is for dogs. And one of the not so common things, but certainly something you should consider, especially if you live near a body of water, not necessarily, flowing streams or rivers, but ponds, lakes, any kind of water retention areas. Be careful of thin ice. Don't walk on thin ice. I mean, that's a safety hazard, not just for your dog, but for you as well. And there's a lot more tips I can go through. I think I kind of hit the heavy hitters, and obviously, good old-fashioned, and I say old-fashioned, good old-fashioned internet searches can certainly expand our research as we prepare for winter months. So keep your dog warm, keep your dog safe, keep your dog happy, keep your dog loved, and when in doubt, cuddle up in these cold winter months. And I'll see you guys next time on Doggy Quick Tips.